I have a TV that talks, but no picture. My TV talks. My TV does talk, but it doesn't produce picture. It talks the sound of the show.
The thing is I think it's easy to assume that you're hearing the sounds from TV, but Griffin, what if the TV just talks?
Okay, let's get into this. Yeah. I've been watching The Americans, and Carrie Russell sometimes speak American on that show. Sometimes will speak English, sometimes will speak Russian, but you're saying that it's the TV.
Uh-huh.
Saying,
it's just like, hello, Greta.
Huh.
It could be the TV. We don't know.
And you're like, sure. TV, because here's the thing. My Amazon Alexa talks to me sometimes. Yeah, what if this just went a step further and was just like, hey, Greta, and you're like, hey, TV, please turn on picture. And the TV was like, no. And you're like, what?
The screen's all fucked up, but they're in the big throne room, and the dragon seems very angry. And you know what? I do want actually my spin on the Game of Thrones finale because it could be a softened sort of blow. Would you like that? Would you enjoy that, Greta?
No, TB. I think I'd just rather watch it. Could you show it to me, please?
This part's dirty. Your mom told me to not let you see the dirty parts. So this part's
TB,
dirty.
It's totally fine. My mom left, but before she did, she said, "And tell TB it's okay to see the dirty parts." So
Greta's watching.
It's really dirty though.
Greta's watching Ballers episode 3, and fucking Denny's walking up towards Alonso's mom and starts to pull his pants down, and the screen just cuts to black, and Greta's like, "What the fuck?" And then Greta's like, he pulled his pants right back up. He pulled them right back up. And
took her out for ice cream.
Took her to Wendy's. They got a Frosty together. And he took her home.
He pulled his pants up. He
fries in it. How risque.
He pulled his pants up and said, "I got to get to church." And then that was the end of the scene.
So
did you have a real Yahoo?
Yeah, sure. Here's one that was sent in by Jeremy S. Important science question. We're very good at these. Thanks, Jeremy. It's Yahoo Answers user Lana, who does ask, what happens if you eat pudding mix and then drink a bunch of milk? Does it turn to pudding in your stomach?
Well, not if you don't shake around a bunch.
You gotta shake around a whole bunch.
Shake your belly around. Get one of those old-timey shaky belts that they have on like funny TV shows about like how whack old stuff was, and get it to jiggle and jiggle and jiggle you around, and then I guess you'll die.
It's not. Yeah, you'll be fine. I mean, first off, I bet it would taste pretty good in that same way that like that dirty way where if you get a big chunk of chocolate milk mix. You know what I mean? You just
like that?
chew through it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good. I like that. I think that's good.
I don't like it.
Really?
It's powdery.
Yeah. Okay.
I like the marshmallows.
In chocolate milk mix?
Yeah, sometimes they have marshmallows in them.
Do they? Seems like maybe you've never had chocolate milk mix, Griffin.
I thought you said hot chocolate.
You did not think he said that.
You didn't think I said
twice.
That.
He repeated himself.
Chocolate milk all the fucking time.
Child. Uh-huh. When was the last time you had chocolate milk?
Now.
From a mix.
Right.
Griffin.
From a mix.
Right.
Oh, you're having it now.
Right now. Shit, listen.
You're loving it.
Wait, what is happening?
This is sonically the worst part of my life.
I don't care for this at all.
This one May afternoon when I was 38 was sonically the worst thing that ever happened.
Oh, that's weird. I thought you liked chocolate milk mix because that's the sound it makes. That's weird that you fucking said that.
I've read the instructions for pudding a lot. I've made my fair share of pudding, not to brag. I made my fair share.
But
of
you prefer British pudding, the Queen's pudding.
A pud, a delicious pud.
Listen, I love a pud, and I love.
We all do.
I love to make a pud. No, actually, judging by the leftovers I have every Christmas, empirically, we don't all love a pudding. Some people would prefer to leave the pudding where it is and maybe eat the store-bought key lime pie I bought too. Anyway, don't want to get hung up on a lot of Christmas angst, but not once have I seen in the directions and also include a bunch of fucking stomach acid and bile into the equation. That's not part of the recipe. Just because you have two of the components doesn't mean we're not going to wang it with some extra ones.
I also would say, while I appreciate the scientific nature of this question, you're missing out on the enjoyment of the pudding part. Like, if this did work, you wouldn't mix it together in your tummy and then like say like like that it would not become pudding.
Now I have pudding.
Right. It wouldn't become pudding at the point at which it is important that it is pudding, which is just, if not more so, prior to going in your mouth.
Have you had pudding today? Not yet. But give me a second, and then I will have had pudding.
Let me throw myself down this set of stairs, and then I will have had pudding. Let me shake up my tummy.
Right.
Violently.
Roll me down this meadow, this buttercup-covered hill, and perhaps at the bottom of it, I will have had pudding today.
Put me in this big barrel and roll me over the falls, and then there will have been pudding the whole time.
Put me in, Coach. I'm ready to make pudding today.
There are very few foods where the flavor or texture of it isn't designed for the mouth. You guys ever think about that?
Wait, what? There are very few foods where the flavor isn't designed for the mouth.
Well, the flavor and texture of it.
Uh-huh.
Is designed to be enjoyed once it's in your belly.
Yes.
Like that's the peak of it, right?
Yeah.
There's booze.
Yeah, that's one of them. But I wouldn't say that's a food. And I think if you do think that's a food, that sucks. But
I would say any carbonated beverage, where once again a beverage isn't a food, I get that. But where you almost
you guys are really
guaranteed
throwing
to
up
make
some real
burpees.
fucking air balls right now, some real bricks.
Okay.
You fill a person with milk. You fill a person with pudding mix. You shake them around. They're full of pudding. You know who I bet wishes that worked? Bears. Bears and sharks.
Got to. What are you eating, dude? Well, it's a guy, but it's also fudgy gushers.
It's a guy. It is a guy.
Whoa,
But, It's
Did yours
delicious.
have this in them? This is so
This
nice.
is a pudding boy. Did you guys not have pudding in yours?
Careful, Kevin. I know what to do. Stand perfectly still.
No, Kevin, here's what you do. All right, so you're going to take all this Jello pudding mix. You're going to eat it up good. Trust me, Kevin, it's the only way.
It'll really drive me off or whatever.
Oh, I hate what you're doing. And then the milk, Kevin.
Don't do it.
All the milk, all the milk, all the milk.
Keep going. Now
Now-
shake it.
Now do I stand perfectly still?
No, Kevin, quite the opposite.
You're gonna shake it like a Polaroid picture, Kevin.
Just jiggle and jiggle.
Bring all the boys to the yard, Kevin.
Can I? Can I go?
Yeah, Dylan, you can go. You're not what I'm looking
I'm
for.
out of pudding mix.
Yeah, this is the only pudding mix I need.
Munch, munch, munch.
Yeah, and then the boy gets eaten. I wanted to jump over that part because it makes me sad.
That part's sad, but at the last second, the bear doesn't do it. Because
Oh,
he's got because he remembers he has diabetes.
Oh, the last one
Alright.
he remembers. Oh.